First, we want to go ahead and start off and make sure that the compressor does full rotation, just to make sure that it is a core that is buildable. So this one's spinning all around, so we know it's going to be a good core for the most part. So we're going to go ahead and just remove the clutch. So we'll go ahead and remove this bolt. It'll be a 1/2-inch bolt on the face. Usually you can get a brass drift so you don't damage the shaft. Just give it a couple taps and the clutch will just come right off. Remove the wires here in the back. And then we'll go ahead and we're going to remove the manifold. Go ahead and just tap the manifold off. The gasket holds it on pretty tight. Underneath the manifold is the EPR valve along with the spring. So if you're going to be running, if R12 compressor is going to have an EPR valve, it's going to use that. If they're going to go 134A, we're actually going to remove the EPR valve and we'll actually go into a thermostat system. So that's going to make the compressor turn off and on, just like more of a modern day car. All right, we're going to go ahead and remove the EPR valve. From there, we'll take the field coil off. Usually it is going to be contamination or it's going to be some sort of low oil. They're very sensitive on the crank and there's no rings like you would have on a car. So it's just the rods actually connect straight to the crank itself. The oil pump in the rear, it's pretty, it's just a spring with a ball. And it just, as the gear cycle, it actually just pumps. So if those fail, typically what will happen is the ball itself will go out around and it'll prevent it from oil coming up. So we want to definitely check that. We'll go ahead and remove the brackets. All right, then here we'll go ahead and we'll move the base plate. This is where the oil pump actually sits, and then this is actually going to show you the back of the inside of the compressor. So usually when a compressor does fail due to oil, this will be the pump here. You'll see the ball. It'll actually go out around. It's just a rubber ball. If the ball goes out around, then the oil can slide through and it won't, the air, and it won't pick any oil up. So you definitely want to make sure those are still around. If not, then we will replace them. We use a ball bearing, so we go back to get rid of the rubber and we go to more of steel bearing and a bearing ball. So what I'll end up doing is just won't get anything, so nothing else will fail. You want to go ahead and just check everything, make sure everything is good inside. Should have play back and forth, nothing up and down. Go ahead and drain the oil real quick. And then we're going to look for any kind of contaminants inside the oil as well. This compressor here is it's fairly nasty, so definitely time for a good cleaning out. We'll go ahead and remove the valves and see how those look. This is the valve plate here. These right here, the reed valves sit under the valve plate. You can see here, this right here is what we want to look for. Underneath, I'm not sure if you can actually see it. I might have to actually remove it so we can see a little bit better. Here it goes. So you have a set of reed valves here, and then underneath there's also another set. That's what determines on the suction and discharge. So on this particular compressor, it sits here as the piston's coming up, it's pushing air out of the top, which is going to channel into this tube here and out. And that'll be where your refrigerant comes in at, and then vice versa, when the piston goes down, it's actually going to suck the refrigerant in through here, out of this chamber, using this reed valve. Oh, this one came out together. I'm gonna need a chisel for that one. Then we'll go ahead and remove the oil gear in the back. I'm gonna need a 7/16. Here's the portion of the oil pump where the gears are. And usually if the ball is out around, then the gears also, they're going to be damaged. So we'll have to replace the whole pump if that's the case. So you want to look for any kind of damage here. Make sure everything's nice and smooth. Then we'll go ahead and remove the pistons themselves. And then we want to also check the actual cap. And we're going to look for any kind of wear on the cap. So this one here is pretty clean. And just push down on the piston and it should just pop right out. And on the piston, we're also going to check on the rod. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to check the cap, the bearing journal where it rides. And these don't have bearings, so it's just aluminum straight to the crank. So any kind of oil loss, anything like that, it's going to cause problems. Just tear into the aluminum. Then we'll look to see, you see here there's still the nice cross hatching on the cylinders. Okay, well this is a complete teardown of the RV2 compressor. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to give us a call or go ahead and reach us at originalair.com.